Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Tina. I'm going to be doing a moon reading, and I'm just going to be doing one for the collective. See what that full moon is offering us. It's the form of pink moon, actually, and it's one of the supermoons, so that means that it's the closest to the earth, one of the ones that's closest to the earth. So it's going to be super big, so make sure and take a minute to at least say thank you for the moon love. So the first message from the moon deck is be bold and make the first move. This could be about anything. This is a collective reading, so it could be about love, it could be about work, it could be about whatever it is you're trying to manifest, walk toward it. I feel like that's basically the message here, And the next one is the full moon, which is perfect. It's just generic full moon here. Surrender to the divine. That is such a good day to do that. Just heavy exhale, I love the moon. This is another full moon one, but it's in Pisces. But the message is balance spirituality and practicality. So, balancing there, and then a time for healing. So that looks like that's what the moon is going to bring in collectively. At the bottom of the deck, it says luck is on your side. So, and what do you need to release? Those are the two bottom ones. I don't know why, but I really like reading off the bottom of the deck sometimes. Okay, so I thought maybe I would just shake this up a little bit and do it a little bit different this time. I've been doing a lot of channeling for souls who are on the other realm, and I use this deck in those readings a lot, and I just feel like the messages are on point. And okay, Pearl, connect to the divine, number 25. That's a beautiful color. These colors, you can bring these into your life. You could wear pearls. You could, paint your walls that color. You can wear pearl earrings. Any way you can bring that color to you is going to be very healing for you at this time. We've got yellow. Purify your body. Yeah, so the color yellow. So this would be anything yellow, you can eat it. So, like bananas, lemons. I've been doing kind of a lot of lemons lately, like lemon water. I don't know if it might have been a channeled message or something, but anyway, I kind of just got this message that I need to, purify and drink the lemon water. So I've been doing that. I don't know if anyone else has, but hopefully, yellow, anything yellow. You can wear the color. You can even just, go pick some daffodils and bring them inside, like anything like that. And brilliance. This is the color of just pure white, like the waterfall. Discover your sparkle, number 26. Yellow is in number 22. So you might want to be looking for synchronicities with twos, like 222. And this one is just 22. But the brilliance is 26, and that adds up to 8, which is strength, which is about strength. I also feel like, another thing you can do to bring these colors in is to, use them for a focal point during meditation, look at the color, bring that color in, just breathe it in. Close your eyes and just concentrate on that color. brilliance, discover your sparkle. We all have sparkle. Our souls are so sparkly. They really are. Have you ever seen someone that's got a sparkly soul? Sometimes, I'll just see somebody like that and they almost don't even look, real. They have such a big, like, aura around them. I don't even know what to do when I see those people. Sometimes I just want to walk up to them and go, "Oh, are you real?" Oh, I love people that shine like that. I feel grateful that I get to see it too. I just did that the other night. I was delivering some food, for one of those delivery companies, and I walked into this restaurant and this person was sitting at a table, and wow, he was so, like, brilliant, almost, like I wondered if he was just an angel in there having dinner. Big smile. Anyway, the next one is color lilac. So strengthen your faith, number 42. So it's almost lilac season too. So remember these colors and think of ways you can bring them in, whether it's meditation, whether you eat it, whether you just buy an essential oil and smell it, take a bath in it. You know what else you can do is when your lilacs start blooming, you could also pick some and just put them in the tub with you. I mean, it's amazing. I don't know if you've ever, done that, taken a bath with fresh flowers, but it's actually quite beautiful and calming and grounding. So at the bottom of the deck, we have watermelon, number 3. I always associate 3 with the angelic realm, and the message on that is have fun with your inner child. So true, right? That's a good one for watermelon too. Did you guys ever do a watermelon eating contest when you were a kid? I remember I did, and I don't remember what state it was in, but that was fun, and I was super little. Of course, I didn't win. Okay, next I'm going to do a little vibe check here. I actually really think this is like one of the best decks for messages. Okay, number 44. So we got listen to your heart. This was the first one that popped out on the new moon too. So number 44, it's a master number. Again, adds up to 8. So strength. But listening to your heart is what allows you to tap in to spirit and about what you need to release with the full moon, because that's what the full moon is about, releasing and then incoming. It's about the transmutation of energy. So the first thing you need to do is check into your heart center and see what your heart wants, how it feels, what does it need. It will always tell you. Number 14, call on your healing guides. So we can't always, figure stuff out and heal our own self without some divine intervention. Now that 14 adds up to a 5, which means quick change. So let's say you were to do this, call on your healer guides, please, come and help me heal these things. Like they're impossible. I don't even know how to begin to heal some of this stuff. It's so painful. Like you want to let things go, but you don't even know what it is you need to let go of sometimes. Well, healing guides do, and you can tap into them anytime you want, and they want to help you. They want to. They're asking you to. Please. And as soon as you do it with the number 14 that adds up to a 5, it really is going to bring you some really quick change in your life. And I feel like, with this beautiful full moon that's coming up, it's perfect timing. It's just in a few days. I feel like I want to say it's the 27th or the 28th. Something like that. I'm sorry, I didn't look it up. But I do know that, oh, this is the card laugh. So number 8, gosh, there's a lot of 8s here too. Like they're adding up to 8, right? Strength. 8 is strength. And it's also the infinity number. And they're asking you to do things that make you laugh. I get this so much. Because sometimes, we can get into spots where we don't really think anything is funny. I mean, what do I do? I love Step Brothers, that movie Step Brothers. So stupid, but it's my favorite one. Like if I'm feeling shitty, that one I always laugh. I always laugh at the same places too. And this Name Your Higher Self 35, another 8. Name your higher self. So I'm gonna read the book on this because this came up in the new moon too. I don't. Hang on, I'm gonna have to grab some glasses. Sorry, I didn't even think about getting glasses. Okay. So, name your higher self. You can creatively bypass your ego and conscious mind and tap directly into your higher self by giving it a personal name, such as Tom or Betty or Michael or simply HS. The name you choose isn't important. My higher self name is Sam. We talk regularly and I learn a lot. I know it sounds silly, but it works. Naming your higher self makes conversations with it much more intimate and opens the doorway to higher vibration and perspective in a fun way. You can ask for guidance in any situation as though asking a dear and trustworthy friend for advice. You can speak to your higher self out loud. I often do, or through writing. Once it has a voice, it will freely respond whenever called upon. Ask it by name what it feels is best for you right now, and listen as it responds. The more specific your questions, the more specific the answers. Don't let your ego block this powerful technique for assessing higher vibration. Lighten up and give your higher self a chance to speak. You'll enjoy this new perspective. So, you want to know something? I have been doing something quite like this with journaling. Like I ask a question and then, I'll start with the question. I'll write out the question like, so, soul. I don't know if I really have ever had a conversation about what its name should be, but I will. I definitely will. So anyways, so in a journal, let's say, I'll write the question down, and then I just wait. I take some deep breaths, and then before long, my hand is writing. Sometimes the writing is a little different than my own too, and I feel like, and it talks to me like it is a separate entity, like it comes out like that. Remember when you did this, like, this happened so that you could learn this. So it might be, that might be a good way to tap into your higher self. If you've never really talked to your soul before, you could do it through letter writing or like journal writing, because they do answer you, and it just suddenly comes out, and then, and before you know it, you just have like a masterpiece of beautiful literature right in front of you that your soul just wrote to you about your journey, and they make it make so much sense. Like you had to do this, had to happen so that you could feel this, so that you would quit believing this old truth. You know what I mean? That one time happened to me. I had an out-of-body experience during a traumatic event, and my soul split and went to the other side of the room and watched this scenario go down. It was a long time ago. It was 30 years ago. But my religious beliefs, well, they taught me that the soul and the body are the same, and when the body dies, so does the soul. And because of that experience, I knew that that was not true, because obviously my soul took off during a period of time, you know. And so since I knew that, once I got new information about what happens to a soul, I was more easily able to accept it. You know what I mean? So the reason that I'm sharing that with you is because, you know, it was imperative for that terrible situation that made my soul split off. It had to happen so that I could reject an old religious belief that didn't serve me anymore. And the reason that that was important was because my son died. And I needed to know the truth about that. I needed to not feel like I'm never going to be able to see him again, or that I wouldn't be good enough to see him again, you know, because that's what that old religious belief was for me. So, that's one of the things that my soul explained in a journal, and that's why I was sharing that with you. It just so plainly said, like, you know, if that wouldn't happen, where would you be here with your son's death right now, you know? And and it's right. So that's what I mean about, like, sometimes really shitty stuff happens, and it's like tower moment on steroids, you know? But there's always a reason, and your soul can explain it. And all you have to do is really ask. Do you have any other messages from the vibe deck, Spirit? Anything else? Expect the best. 21. That's a 3 again. So again, we've got a lot of angelic presence here. We've got a lot of number 8s here asking all of us to find our inner strength in different ways. You know, listening to your heart, laughing, naming your higher self. Yeah. So I feel like the numbers to be watching for here, you got 7, and you got a 22, which is a master number. You might want to look that up. You got 1, 2, 3. There's 4 8s here, so you might want to look 88, 88 up. And yeah, I feel like, and then there's a 22 and a 44 too. So those all might be, you know, extra messages that only apply to your situation, you know. Is there anything else, Spirit? I'm gonna just ask for a little message here from the John Holland deck. I love the messages in this deck. And look what comes out. Share the love when I cracked it open. And I guess that's probably was the reason that I wanted to use this anyways, because I really got this heavy on all the zodiac signs last week. And I guess so. Number 3 card here again. This is angelic advice, okay? And it's about being kind. And I didn't know what that was all about last week, why I kept getting that card in every single reading. But boy, there's been a lot of icky stuff happening in the news. I don't watch the news, but my granddaughter does, and so does my daughter. And so I'm always like hearing about, like, there's been quite a bit of shootings and a lot of like stuff like that. I feel like the reason this card keeps popping out is because this is a card about offering love, being kind, and letting your soul lead you to help heal not only your own heart, it heals everybody else's too. So be kind as often as you can. Like, I know we get pissed off and things happen, and it's hard to be kind sometimes, but if you work on it, make it a practice. Maybe even just set a goal. Like, I'm going to go out of my way to be nice to one person today. And then maybe, then you do two people. Or maybe you just, simply say, I'm going to be kind to every single person. Even if it's just smiling at them. Offering them help. Letting them go first in traffic. Quit being such a angry, like, I'm in a hurry kind of person. That's what this means. It means let your soul lead you. Because what happens when we each love, show love. We just offer it like, here you go. Because you want to know what? That's what Spirit does for us. Spirit, the divine, our higher selves. It wants to love us. It does love us. It offers us that love all the time. And if we can just start practicing doing that, just being kind, well, it exercises our soul. Let's come out. And before long, we're smiling. People around us are smiling because we're being kind. Our heart's healing. Their heart's healing. The vibe's coming up, you know? Because when there's things like senseless shootings and killings in the world, I feel like it just makes it really, really hard, you know? Hard to even tap into the soul because you're just feeling called shitty all the time. Like, like human being wise, you're like, ew. And, yeah. So this is all about just practicing letting your soul lead. And I feel like Spirit really wants you to practice leading with your soul, which is love, and just letting your light shine. You're going to see huge, beautiful transmutation of energy all around you, because you think different, you react different, and then it's like a domino effect. You react with love, they react with love. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like that's all I got for you today. And happy full moon. I hope that you have a great, great, great full moon. And this full moon is all about harvesting, because it's harvest season, it's spring. So I'm sure you have many blessings coming in. So thank you for joining me. Have a good day.